Everyone's skin tells a story, reflecting not just where we've been, but also how we've felt along the way. Imagine a product that can enhance both how your skin looks and how you feel. Introducing VISAGE Super Serum by 3, a groundbreaking neurocosmetic designed to support the skin-brain connection. Packed with natural plant molecules and nerve-supporting ingredients, 3's proprietary Miracle Elixir helps you look and feel amazing. Our scientifically backed formula tackles the aging indicators with a potent blend of allantoin, squalane, bakuchiol, and vitamin C. These ingredients work synergistically to reduce wrinkles and expression lines, improve skin tone, and deliver a hydrated, radiant complexion. By day, skin looks plumped and lifted. At night, it's nourished and renewed. Because when your skin feels good, you look good. VISAGE Super Serum by 3. Experience the transformation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this evening or day or morning, wherever you are from. I'm Dr. Alicia Clevenger, and I'm coming to you from Iowa, right in the Midwest of the United States. I'm excited to be here this evening with you, which time it is where I am from. We have a very special guest. I have been part of 3 since the beginning, and I have a background in natural health care. I'm a chiropractor by trade, and I have a background and a specialty in pediatrics and nutrition. So proactive health, nutrition, supplements has always been my thing. It's what I love. It's what I love helping people with. And so when I was talked to initially about 3, it checked all my boxes. And I have said from the beginning, these are the greatest products on the planet. And I've had exposure to hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of products in my career. And so when I heard that 3 was introducing a new product, I thought, oh, well, how is that going to work? Because I've said these are the greatest products on the planet. It now has a really high bar. It's got to be good. So, and it is. I will tell you, I am a self-proclaimed skincare aficionado, if you would. I love skincare. I love good skincare, and I love clean skincare. And I love things that do what they say they're going to do. And that was huge for me. So tonight's special guest is the Chief Science Officer, the product formulator for 3. So I'm going to bring him on and share with you all about him and who he is. He has 15 years of cellular absorption and formulation experience. He's formulated over 70 nutritional supplements. He has 16 patents granted or pending. He's Caltech trained. He's a Caltech trained scientist in organic chemistry. And initially I thought, oh, Caltech, that's great, right? I didn't know anybody from Caltech. I've since learned that Caltech has more Nobel Prize winners than any other institution. That's a big deal. But I think one of the things that I like most about Dr. Dan Gubler is his ability to take science that can be hard and break it down and make it really easy for people to understand and for people to walk away feeling empowered, as though they have a connection and they can make better choices for themselves and their families. He's a health influencer, and he uses that same knowledge to really impact people. So if you're on TikTok, I'm not, or Instagram, there I am. He has got over 150,000 followers, which is huge, right? I wouldn't, what anybody would give for something like that. So we're so glad to have him here. And so without further ado, I'm going to have Dr. Dan come on and share about our amazing new product, Visage.
Thank you, Dr. Clevenger. So great being with
Welcome.
you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love working with you. It's great seeing you at convention.
It was great. Salt Lake City, we took it down, right? It was amazing out there. So many people.
It was awesome. And to all of you out there, if you attended the convention, it was great. I hope I was able to meet with you. I met with a lot of you. I feel like I met everybody at the convention, but if I did, I look forward to meeting you in the future. So grateful to be able to talk about our newest product, Visage Super Serum from 3. And so I have a presentation that I want to share with you. And this product, we're really excited about it. It was years in the making. When you develop a new product, it's not like voila, you just snap your fingers and out it pops. This took years of development, years of exploring and discovering new molecules, years of thinking of new cellular absorption technologies, and years of seeing if this concept could work. Because as Dr. Alicia said, the thing you need to know about Visage Super Serum is it's the world's first neurocosmetic that's designed to improve the health of the skin-brain connection. And that's really important. About 5 years ago, scientists discovered that there were nerves in the skin, and these nerves, if properly activated, actually sent a signal straight to the brain. It was a super highway to the brain. The problem was they didn't know how to activate it. It was a highway, but you basically had road closed science. And evolutionary speaking, it was really interesting that the skin had connections to the brain. And the thought was, well, if you could tap into this, you would have a really new way, a new technology. You would have power to influence the brain and overall health in ways that had not seen before in the industry or in the history of the world. And so when it comes to the world's first neurocosmetic, it's important that we make a clarification here. A lot of you have typed in neurocosmetic and out pops some products that say they're neurocosmetic. Well, those products, when they're saying neurocosmetic, if you look closely at their marketing, what they're saying is they're talking about skin feel. It makes the skin feel tingly. It has a nice texture to it. It activates nerves so that, the products might absorb a little bit more. And by the way, when they say that, there's not really good science behind that. But we are the first company with the skin-brain connection. So when you talk with people, that's something they need to make sure they understand. And all of us, we should memorize this line. It's the world's first neurocosmetic that's designed to improve the health of the skin-brain connection. And what is a skin-brain connection? How does this product work? Let's watch a video that talks about it.
Did you know your skin is not just your largest organ, but also key to your well-being? Science reveals a special link between your skin and brain. Your skin's tiny nerve fibers send signals to your brain that support the health of the feel-good molecules that promote a positive mood state. This positive state creates a better environment where healthy skin functions can be supported, resulting in a more radiant and resilient complexion. Introducing VISAGE Super Serum by 3, the first neurocosmetic designed to promote the health of the skin-brain connection. Packed with natural plant molecules and nerve-supporting ingredients that help you look and feel amazing. Look good, feel good, with VISAGE Super Serum by 3.
So that was a beautiful video that our marketing team put together. I'm really proud of the marketing team for putting the branding and the messaging of this product together. So like that video said, this is the world's first neurocosmetic with a skin-brain connection. And that's powerful. Just think about it, the ability to put molecules, and for us, it's all about molecules. So we've discovered molecules that when you put on the skin, sends a signal to the brain that increases serotonin, increases dopamine, increases DHEA, which is a neurotransmitter intermediate that produces a whole bunch of other neurotransmitters. And so it can help to support a positive mood state, can help to promote overall emotional well-being. And so this serum is a holistic health product. And so many people that I've talked to that have purchased the product, people are sending in testimonial after testimonial about not only how this product improves the look of the skin, and we'll hear some testimonials later on, but it also helps to improve mood and happiness. And just think about that. And the really cool thing though, is when you activate the brain, what happens is there's a lot of studies showing that when the brain feels good and the brain, when we look in the mirror and the brain registers that we're looking good in the mirror, it sends a signal to the skin saying, hey, you need to improve collagen synthesis and reduce wrinkles and moisturization, hydration, hyperpigmentation. It sends these signal transduction signals that actually improves health of the skin. And so with our Visage Super Serum, it's this beautiful loop where the brain feels good, it sends a signal to the skin. We have neurocosmetic, the skin feels good, sends a signal to the brain. And so it's this beautiful, virtuous cycle. And so one of the best ways to describe this product is shown here. When you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you look good. And there's not a product on the planet that does this better or epitomizes this phrase than our Visage Super Serum. So every product that we do is backed by clinical studies. And so we have molecules that are neurocosmetic in nature. And one of the ingredients that contains neurocosmetic molecules is xantholoxum alatum. This ingredient that we use in our formulation contains hundreds of neurocosmetic molecules. And so you see here, we ran some clinical studies, and you see on the figure on the left, basically what this is showing is that xantholoxum alatum in our VISAGE super serum increases the amount of neurons. So it helps to grow neurons. So there's neurons that can be sitting below the skin on the face and other parts of the body. These neurons can actually grow so they can come closer to the surface. So when we put our neurocosmetic ingredients on the surface of the skin, they can actually activate and bind to these neurons. And related to that, the figure on the right, the clinical study showing that not only can we increase the number of neurons, but we can increase the length of the neurons. You look at the figure in the bottom on the right-hand side, and you can see green denotes neurons, the number and the length. And what you can see is that with our ingredient, we're growing more neurons and we're growing them to a longer length. So nerves are healthy in the skin using this product. And what we found is that this xantholoxum alatum, if you look on the right, it actually can increase the release of dopamine in the brain. Pretty cool. And then when you look on the left, there's another neurocosmetic ingredient. And it's called Vitex agnus castus. Castus, excuse me, that's spelled wrong. It's castus, C-A-S-T-U-S, silly autocorrect. And this ingredient also contains many, many different neurocosmetic molecules that, as you see here, stimulates the production of DHEA, dehydroepiandrosterone, which is a precursor to many different neurotransmitters. And then we ran a test called the EmoCompass test. And what we did is this test is a computerized test, which is a gold standard to determine mood. And it runs you through a computerized program, but it's very, very good at seeing if people's mood is improved or not. And what we found is that using 2% xantholoxum alatum, which is the amount of the ingredient in our formulation, we use 2% of this ingredient, you see that it improves emotional well-being. And on the right, I think this is amazing. You notice that after you use this product, it moves you to feeling safe, feeling relaxed, feeling balanced, feeling calmed, and also the component there, feeling happy, having an optimistic outlook on life, feeling positive, upbeat. From putting a skincare product on, this is the first time that anybody's done this. And so the other thing that we're really excited about, and that's taken a lot of time, exploration is one of the key pillars here at 3. And we are in the business of discovering new molecules and using them to support human health. And so we were on with some leaders on a Facebook Live earlier this morning. And one thing that I mentioned is we have been going to the Mojave Desert. I have been going to the Mojave Desert for years, studying molecules in plants. And early on, there were some indicators. We thought that potentially we could find molecules that could be used in a skincare serum. And the reason for that is this. Death Valley, the Mojave Desert, the desert area there in California, going down into Mexico. We've been all throughout that area. And what we found is that the temperatures is the hottest place on Earth. And when you have extreme conditions, something happens in plants and in humans. It's actually called hormesis, that a really harsh stimulus or response can cause the body, the organism, to produce molecules that can combat or fight against that response. And so plants that are living in the Mojave Desert, where temperatures are 115, 120, 125 degrees, what can happen is these plants now produce molecules that can be a stressor against the heat, that can help the plant cope with the hot temperatures. And so what we found is that we went to the Mojave Desert. We found that in the desert plantain, there's a molecule called allantoin and other molecules that actually help to support health of the skin, that can help to support the skin against stressors like UV radiation and pollution and anxiety and poor diet. And it's also really good at smoothing out the skin. If you've tried our Visage Super Serum and that velvety smooth feel to it, that luminosity, that glow, a lot of it is due to molecules in this desert plantain. So when you hold this product, there's molecules in here that have never been used in the history of science. Isn't that cool? And so you notice here on the back of the bottle, we have our marketing team did a great job of drawing the desert plantain. You see that? Beautiful, beautiful plant, beautiful molecules. And this is one of the things that make 3 so unique and so powerful: exploration. The other thing is our curation technology. We take the molecules that we discover, that we've explored, we put them together with new molecules, and we come up with beautiful proprietary mixtures of molecules that have power. And the ingredients of this product, what really stands out is what we call our 3 miracle elixir, containing Coriandrum sativum, Vitex agnus castus, and Xantholoxum alatum. These are our 3 neurocosmetic ingredients. And in these 3 plant ingredients, we have hundreds of molecules that are neurocosmetic in nature. We also have Helianthus annuus, which is the first plant that contains molecules to increase levels of the longevity molecule NAD+. NAD+ is essential for energy. And the cells need energy in order to grow. So skin cells, in order for them to grow, to multiply, to become beautiful, and then to turn over when it's time, you need ATP, and most importantly, you need NAD+. And what we found is that this ingredient and the molecules in this ingredient increase NAD+ in the skin cells. And that's why when you've been putting on this serum, the skin is glowing, it's vibrant, it's radiant. Part of it is because we're increasing NAD+. And again, no one's done this before. So we've taken our 3 miracle elixir, we couple it with high-performing ingredients. We talked about allantoin. We have squalene, which helps with moisture, helps with suppleness. It's also responsible for that silky smooth texture and finish that you feel. We have bakuchiol, which is the retinol alternative. It has natural molecules from this plant that give retinol-like properties with glowing skin, brightness, luminosity, antioxidant, protecting against UV, but without the sensitive, harsh side effects that retinoids can have. And then we have vitamin C, which is also responsible for the brightening effect. And these ingredients actually help to support collagen production as well. So we have hundreds of molecules in this beautiful serum. And then one thing that's really cool, if you're not new to 3, you know that one of the technologies that we use that we're really excited about, that we use in our immune products, is inhibition of quorum sensing. Quorum sensing is how bacteria talk to each other. And bad bacteria use a language where they talk to each other. They give off molecules, and those molecules are picked up by other bad bacteria, and they chatter, they gossip with each other. It's like they're texting, and things go viral, literally. It allows these bad bacteria to grow, to multiply, and that's how they're able to overpower the gut microbiome and the immune system that's housed in the gut microbiome and make us sick. Well, what's really cool is on the surface of the skin, we have the skin microbiome. So things like acne and psoriasis and other issues are a result of an imbalance in the skin microbiome. And so we have probiotics and other molecules from the noni plant that inhibit the ability of bad bacteria on the skin to talk with each other. And when they talk with each other, when they can't talk with each other, they're siloed and they die off. And so Visage Super Serum also includes this cool quorum sensing technology. And then as a company, we are the world leaders in cellular absorption. You can have the most powerful molecules, but unless they're absorbed into the cell, into skin cells, it's of no use. And so we have 3 different cellular absorption technologies. We have adjuvants, where the cell membrane of the skin is made permeable just for a brief second, so molecules can slide in. We have polyphenol complexation, where molecules that are not absorbable, but they love polyphenols. So what happens is we have these special polyphenols that surround these molecules that are not absorbable and help to usher them into the cell. And then we have a brand new cellular absorption technology. We used to have 11 cellular absorption technologies that we use in our 6 products. Now we have 12 cellular absorption technologies that we use in our 7 products. And this is called molecular shuttles. And basically what we do is we use some molecules that have an L shape, and what they do is they come together and they form picture frames. You know, when you put your fingers together to form, you know, like I'm taking a picture, a rectangle, that's what these molecules do. They form rectangular cages that can surround molecules of a specific nature, of a specific structure that are not absorbable, and they help to push them into the cell. So using these 3 different technologies, we make sure that all of the beautiful, beautiful molecules in this product are absorbed into the cell. How to use this? Well, we first suggest you use a cleanser, a toner, and then step 3, you use your serum before your moisturizer. But what's really interesting is a lot of people, actually, when they start using our serum, they stop using some of the other skincare products that they've used in the past. It's simplifying their skincare regimen. And we worked really hard when we developed this product to make sure it was compatible with all other skincare products. So you don't have to worry about if you put something on after the serum, it sloughing off or not absorbing or not being effective. That's not the case here. And you can see the benefits of this product, helping with reduction in wrinkles and expression lines, helping with hydration, healthy skin, skin comfort, protecting against environmental factors, and most importantly, improving the way we feel. What a powerful product. And you see the results that we're getting. And we're going to hear some other results. And a lot of you listening, I know, have had your own results. But it's amazing. So think of this. It takes 28 days, 28 to 30 days for skin cells to turn over, right? If I have a skin cell that's growing and it just barely started to grow, it takes 28 days for that to go through its cycle. So when I start putting the serum on, the skin cells on the skin are at varying stages in that growth cycle. Some are at day 0, some are at day 7. Some are day 27, day 28, and they're dying. But the results that we're seeing after just 30 days, and people are seeing results much, much sooner than that. And you might have seen that online and in talking with people. But you notice here, forehead wrinkles, deep lines being reduced, improving dramatically in just 28 days. You see here crow's feet, expression lines, hyperpigmentation dramatically improving here. And you see here, so this product is not only for women, but it's for men. And I think Dr. Alicia and I will talk about that in a little bit. But look at that, crow's feet, hyperpigmentation, getting better, same thing. Look here, the one thing I love about this one, you look at underneath the eye, the right eye on the left-hand side, you see that dark, baggy skin? That's because the skin is thin there, right? So because it's thin, the blood underneath, you can see that a little bit, and that's what's causing that dark color. Notice after 28 days, see the difference in that dark color. Isn't that amazing? That's because this product is increasing skin thickness, and it's also helping to support healthy collagen levels in the skin. And as far as the neurocosmetic abilities go, look at all these testimonials here. I love the one on the top left. Daughter saying, Mom, you're in a good mood. You must be using the serum. I love that. But you look at these here, and people are feeling a difference when they're putting this cutting edge product on their skin. It's activating the nerve cells. It's going to the brain, and it's supporting brain chemistry, not just for skin health, but for overall health. You know, we want to feel good, but we also want to look good. We want to go throughout our day, and people are seeing great benefits here. Now, when it comes to feeling good and energy and whatnot, it's not like this is caffeine or anything like that. And the mood lift is subtle because we're increasing the natural production of neurotransmitters in the brain. So with that, I'll end here. And I hope that you've seen the power of this product. Its power in supporting health. Its power in supporting skin health in ways not seen before in the industry. So thank you so much for listening. And Dr. Clevenger would love to chat with you.
Oh, that's fabulous. This is so new, learning something new every time. It's just awesome. Even down to the plant on the back of the bottle. That one was new. I missed that somewhere. So I do have a long list of questions. Some Dr. Dan knows, some he doesn't. So we'll see how this goes. How good are you at your job, Dr. Dan? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So the first question is men, right? So
Yeah.
I looked and I counted, I'd had this product for 17 days. That's how long I've had access to being able to use it. I was blessed to be able to use it before a convention, not knowing what was in it. And that's a fair statement because I'm usually really picky on ingredients. And so the fact that I was willing to put it on my face, I have a lot of trust in 3 to be able to do that and not knowing really what exactly was in it. It came in this nice clear bottle without any markings on it, which is very smart. So, but after a few days, I will say my husband picked it up and he was like, "What is this? Like, can I use it?" And I was like, "Yeah, go for it, try it." And so he did. And he was like, "It kind of rubs in. You can't really see it." I think a lot of men might be hesitant to use a skincare because they don't want to go to work feeling greasy or have that look on their face. And it doesn't. It goes right in and it just glows. But tell me about men using this product.
Yeah, so when we designed it for men as well as women. We wanted it to be unisex. So it goes in nicely, like you said. And the fragrance, as you know, it's not overly flowery or skewed toward women. It really has a really nice, easy, gentle fragrance, which is unisex. And so men need this product just as much as women because in addition to looking good and the things that we use skincare for people to look at us, more importantly for me is the health benefits. The skin is the largest organ of the body. It's an external organ. It's prone to being damaged. And so the skin is a functional organ and we need to take care of it. And so although this product does make the skin glow and you look better and whatnot, more importantly, when the skin is looking better, that means that it's working better. The barrier of the skin, the integrity is better. Its ability to house the skin microbes is healthier and better. Its ability to hold pheromones, volatile molecules that waft off and send signals. There's so many things the skin does, and a lot of them we don't know what it does. We're still figuring out all of the functions of the skin. But the bottom line is that all of those functions that the skin does work better when it's healthier. And men need that just as much as women do.
Yeah, true. Check mark, you're good at your job. Okay, so easy steps. I think that's the next thing. I'm a busy mom. I'm married. I have 3 kids. And I think that might be a barrier for some men because my husband, prior to this product, would see on the counter the 10 steps, right? At a washer, a toner, this, that. Like I was taking all these individual ingredients and putting them on in different uses. And that is when I heard that it was all in one. Like I was going to be able to combat aging. I was going to be able to affect all these things and be healthy for brain health, right? When I was able to affect these things in one step, that was huge for me. It's like a lot of our other products where you put a whole bunch of things together and let them work and do their job. So tell me about that part. Why did you choose? I mean, obviously it's one easy step, but can you really get everything you need in a skincare product in one little bottle?
Well, that's why we called it the super serum, because we wanted to put everything in there that could support skin health. Or the basic things, right? We step back. Whenever we develop a product, we do a lot of thinking beforehand and brainstorming and focus studies and different things like that to think, really deep down at a fundamental level, what does someone need? And when it comes to skin health, the skin needs to be nourished. It needs to be hydrated. It needs to glow. We need to repair barrier function. It needs to help with wrinkles, with hyperpigmentation, with elasticity. Those things need to happen. And this is where we went out on a limb. We wanted to make sure that not only did you put it on, but brain health, emotional wellness was improved because emotional wellness, we're at a crisis point nowadays. And it's a big, big deal. There's so many factors that are just beating us down when it comes to cognitive health and emotional wellness. And so we wanted to take the opportunity that when you put this serum on, not only does your skin look fabulous, but it also helps to support cognitive function. And when we found out that we could do that, when we found out that we had molecules that it might be possible, and then we started to put it together and went through all the iterations, and we found out that we could indeed support the brain. That was a beautiful, beautiful day.
Absolutely. And I think that a lot of people have spent their whole lives putting on a lot of things that have ruined the barrier on their skin, right? So many people, even just environmental toxins and things like that, but so many people have put so many harsh things on their skin. So that really was a question right out of the gate I started getting. What about sensitive skin? What about acne prone skin? What about acne in general? Like, how does this product work with those kind of conditions?
We developed this product to work on all different skin types. And in skincare, it's more kind of a marketing gimmick, honestly, where you have a formula for dried, oily skin and another formula for normal to, moist skin and whatnot. That's to blow out your SKUs. That's to sell more product, honestly. And so we wanted to make sure that the ingredients worked for all skin types. All skin types need these ingredients. And one of the ways that we were able to do that, and maybe you're going to ask this, but I'll talk about it now, is you look at the first ingredient and it's water. And people might be like, what? The first ingredient is water? Are you watering down? Are you diluting my formula? Blah, 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 blah. No, these neurocosmetic ingredients and all the ingredients in our formula, the ingredients from the desert plantain, they dissolve in water. They like water. And so that's why we used it. And sitting on top of the surface of the skin is water. And when you look at the number one liquid to use that balances both skin types, it's water. And so that's why we used it. So it works beautifully for all types of skin. You talked about acne. Well, this quorum sensing inhibition technology to support healthy skin microbiome, that will help with acne, because when we have acne on our skin, what that means at a fundamental level is that at least in that area, the skin microbiome is not in balance. You have a species of bacteria, P. acnes, which actually it's named that because it shows up when we have acne on the skin. And so this product with its quorum sensing technology can help with acne.
Perfect. Well, I can tell you my teenagers already grabbed it out of my suitcase when I got home. So there we go. So we'll have some test ones here in a few weeks. The biggest thing I keep hearing about, and I think where so many people are really starting to be conscious about their health, is skincare. Is it clean? Like, that's the next question that I've been getting. Well, is it clean skincare? Because so many people are starting to learn, and it is a change that people can, actively say, I want clean skincare. To might try to make that choice towards better health. Is our product clean?
Absolutely. Every ingredient that we use in every formula is vetted and backed by science, bona fide science. And so when people have been dissecting the ingredients over the last couple of days, a few people are saying, well, what about phenoxyethanol? What about potassium sorbate? And we have a little bit of those. So here's the thing, and just being transparent, we didn't put phenoxyethanol or potassium sorbate in our formula at all. Sometimes when you use other ingredients, when you use bakuchiol, when you use vitamin C, and you get it from a partner, that partner, in order to make sure that it's stable when it arrives in your hands, they'll put a little bit of phenoxyethanol or potassium sorbate in it. And so we have nanoscopic amounts of those. But, and there's a lot of companies that are making their own lists, no lists and whatnot. And basically what they do is they skew their lists to what they have or what they don't have. And everybody has their own list. I could care less about someone else's list. What I care about is what's known in the scientific literature. And so, and let me just share this. I think it's educational for all of us. If you, one of the best places, if you really want to know what skin ingredients are good or not, is the Environmental Working Group. They have what's called a skin deep cosmetic database, and you can type in any ingredients. So let's just type in phenoxy, and you notice there it is. It shows up, phenoxyethanol. And it's pulling up, redirecting. Anyways, it'll pull up, and for each ingredient, it has a unified scale. Oh, I need to click that I'm human. Thank you. From 0 to 10. And what it shows here, that phenoxyethanol is 2 to 4. And if you read in here, when you use it in small amounts, that's not in ingestibles, it's a number 2. So here, it's in the green level here. And you can type in all of our ingredients, and all of our ingredients are right in this area here. We wanted to make sure that they're really safe for use. And one of the things that I'm really proud of, a lot of times when people use safe ingredients, a lot of times you compromise in efficacy, because some of the ingredients that are really, really good can kind of be borderline a little bit. They could be edgy, but one thing about using neurocosmetic technology and not other things like growth factors or other type of technology, which can be a bit edgy on the safety side, is these neurocosmetic ingredients are super safe. So everything is really safe, clean, not dirty, and powerful in supporting skin health.
Awesome. That's a great answer. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to bring on a few testimonials. The first one is Bonnie, who is from Iowa. So Bonnie, if you'll join us. Bonnie was at convention and she was able to get it for the first time. So I'd love if you'd share your background, Bonnie, and then your story.
Well, I guess my short background would be that I am an esthetician. I've been an esthetician for 22 years. I'm not currently practicing because I'm at home with my girls, but I still am really into skincare and always looking for what's good out there and the clean ingredients. And it's funny that you should say that you can look things up in the EWG, because as soon as I looked at the ingredient list on my box, I went and typed some things in and I was like, oh, good. So if things look more along what a chemistry name and not just a plant name, then I always go to that. So when this started being announced at convention, my friend next to me, Dr. Tammy, was probably seeing me kind of lose my mind, because I was like, this is so cool. The science behind it was just amazing to me. Nothing like I've ever seen in my 22 years of being in the skincare world. And I will say I bought it that first day, and before I went to bed, cleaned my face, put it on. And the next day I was like, oh man, I feel like I actually slept a little bit better. And when I'm not at home, I don't sleep well. And I was like, I don't know, maybe it had something to do with that, maybe not. Well, then the next night, I had to get up early at 3 a.m. to go catch a plane. And so I didn't sleep great, but when I got home, I've been using it every day. And so the last 3 nights, I've noticed the same thing. Not only am I falling asleep faster, which for me is really big because my husband's always asleep like instantaneously, and I'm laying there going, okay, I need to go to sleep. So the emotional component of it is obviously helping my body to reduce the stress load so that I'm able to just relax into that sleep state easier. And I have already noticed the skin benefits, the short-term skin benefits, because like you said, for a full turnover of the skin cells, it takes about a month. And so one thing that I'd like to share. So tonight I decided, okay, I'm just gonna, after my workout, I took a shower and I put it on and didn't put any other makeup on. So the only thing on my face, on my skin, is the VISAGE. And so as you can see, it looks great. And I'm very excited about that because I love to not have to wear makeup. That is, for me, that's something that I do appreciate. Also, along with that, I would like to say that I'm 46, so it's not like I'm 30, I'm 46. And so to be able to feel comfortable in my skin is huge. And before this, of course, as far as skincare products go, my favorite was the collagen, because it's the very first collagen that I've ever taken that I actually noticed visible results on my face. And so it might be kind of a fight though now between which one is my favorite for skin. And then I told my husband, so when you were talking about like the simplicity of a skincare routine and them not wanting to have that look of having skincare on, I told my husband, I'm like, okay, I want you to be my guinea pig. So I took a before picture of him and I've had him start using it in the last couple of days. And so I'm really excited to see over the next few weeks, like what kind of results externally he has, but also he's in a very stressful season of work. And so I'm also excited to see if it helps him in that area. So
awesome. I love it. It's great. And then right out of the gate, which is awesome. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. We're going to bring LJ on. She's our next testimonial tonight from Pennsylvania. Now, LJ will tell her story, but she's had access to it for a couple weeks too. And so she gets to share her story. So you get to hear Bonnie, who is right away, and LJ, who's had it for a little bit. So LJ, take it away.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm so grateful to be here. Like Dr. Alicia said, I've had access to this probably a little over a week. So I was also in Salt Lake City, and before that, I was in Pennsylvania. I'm in Pennsylvania, and received a bottle here that had no label. And I thought, what is this? What am I doing with this? Because that I was taking all 6 proactive wellness products before. So I thought, well, why not? But it was funny because it was skincare, and it's not something that I had typically been, had a routine for. And my best friend will tell you, she did not like me growing up because I didn't wash my face. I didn't do much with my face at all. I know. I see Dr. Alicia. No. So I just trusted. I trusted the process. So Holly DeMott, she said, why don't you just try it and put it on and let me know what you think? So the first application, I have to say, it was this really nice sensation. I felt a little tingling on my face and into my neck. And so I put it on at night. And the next morning, I thought, okay, is this a joke? Is this doing something in one night? This doesn't make sense. But it really did. I felt my skin was softer. So I washed my face again that morning, and I put it on again. And I had a couple days of that. So I was in Salt Lake City, and a few people commented and asked me, what are you doing? You look different. Something is different. And I said, well, I've had access to a product and I'm so happy about it. And the other thing is, I heard Bonnie say about her husband's difficult season in his life. Some of you that have known me know that I'm going through a very difficult season in my life as well. And being that I've applied this for about 7 days, I have felt very steady, and my mood has certainly just elevated. And I was looking at that presentation about feeling safe and calm, and I've slept through the night too. So that is pretty fascinating. And I did not wear any makeup tonight either, except for a little lip gloss. I wanted to be true to the product, and it's very much, my skin is amazing. Somebody on the plane said to me when we were at convention, she said, look at your eyes. You don't even have any lines in your eyes by your, the sockets here. So I took some pictures. I'm excited to see what happens in a month too. This is just a weekend.
It is just a weekend. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see first. So I'll share my testimonial last. Like I said, I've had access to it for a few weeks. I knew the skin part would be good. To be honest, I have trust, and I know 3 and what they stand for, and I knew it would be amazing. But the part about the neuro part was kind of like, really? Like, are we really going to go there, right? Like, would I notice a change, right? And so I will tell you, and anybody that knows me, my team, my family, my brain is like a squirrel. I'm everywhere. I'm all over the board. Just a couple of months ago, some of my team and I went to Northwest Iowa for some meetings, and they got to witness it firsthand in the car. They're like asking me about this, and I'm doing that, and then I'm doing this. I'm not going to drive because I need to be able to do 15 things at once, right? And so that's how I operate. And it's very interesting. One of the things, in addition to sleep, I have noticed sleep right out of the gate, is I don't feel so much like a squirrel. I feel like I'm able to focus a little bit better. I feel like my productivity is better. And it probably is just being a little more calm and being, a little more in tune in that way. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that part because, um, that's nothing I would ever say like I would do something for, but if I can put on skincare and look younger and be less of a squirrel, I'm all in, right? Like who wouldn't want that? So I'm excited about that part and to be able to use it. So I'm going to bring the panelists back on. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. I want to thank Dr. Dan for not just being here and spending your time, because I'm sure by now after convention and rolling and all the things they're having you doing, you're probably a little tired. So thank you for just a little bit. So thank you for your time. But more than anything, thank you for creating this product, because it really just helps us continue to fulfill our mission of helping this world be a healthier place and helping people be healthy and live their best lives. So thank you very much for making this. Awesome. Everybody have a great night, day, wherever you're at, and join us again sometime soon.